Welcome to all of you. So this is my introduction. You saw just the sunset, which is happening right now. I'm gonna go back to it after I talked about the things that I would like to talk for this lunar eclipse in Capricorn. A lunar eclipse is when the sun moves in front of the moon and covers it and highlights the moon. Where the moon is in right now is in Capricorn and the sun is in Cancer. So these two are opposite each other, right? Of all the zodiac signs, Capricorn and Cancer are facing each other. And Cancer, as we saw, is the chariot, is the success, is the third eye, is going forward, is being focused, and is being driven, right, by this celestial connection from within, from a higher purpose. Now, Capricorn is the devil card, and a lot of people really have difficulty with the devil card, and particularly a Capricorn always, when I show them the card, they look at it and they're just like, no, that's not me, that's no, thank you, you know what I mean? So it's like they're really not into it, and I think they're right. You know, I think that Capricorn here in this deck, it's a little more approachable, right? This sexy guy, and he hands you his support, but when he hands you the support, he will enslave you, right? So he has this way about him, right? Here I am, I give you my help, but then you're my slave. I can do whatever I want with you. Now, looking at this card, right? So as you can see, there's a couple being attached to the devil, and the devil is the keeper of all taboos, and as you can see, he holds in his right hand the fire, the spark, that creative sexual energy, which is the tail of the male is generated, right? It's like he's like sexual because of that, right? She, on the other hand, has the fruit as a tail, the seed, that the fire, the sexual energy comes together with this energy of here in her tail. Now, when you look really close, they're not attached to a point where they couldn't get free. So they're in a way free to untouch and to get out of this connection, right? And as you can see, he also has wings, and he has the ram horns, which is usually Aries, that initiate that starting of the spring, where then when Capricorn, they have their sexual intercourse in Aries, the babies are then being born. Now, if you can see here above his head, he has the pentagon, right? The 5-pointed star, penta is 5, above his head, but pointing downwards, meaning it's turned upside down, right? So this is a sign for us to know that he is working with this third eye energy, not in the most positive way. Okay, so a lot of symbolism going on here in this card. If you look at this new version of the devil, you can see his chest. He has here clearly the pentagon in 6-pointed, right, star, and he actually letting you know that he actually brings a union together here in this newer version. So this is what I want to let you know, is that the devil is only appearing when the dualities are off balance, which is what's happening right now. Everything is off balance, right? So Capricorn is about structures, Capricorn is about organizations, Capricorn is about leadership, it's about individuality, it's about relating, it's about coming into this understanding that we cannot live just exclusively on one side of these two sides. And so here I have painted the Capricorn in a yoga position, and it is the dancer pose. In the night and in the day, we have to find this dance or this game, right, that we are playing every inhale and every exhale. We have to understand that this balance is deep within us, right? And when we touch it, we touch the light and the dark within us. We understand that we have two sides. Now, the card isn't finished yet, right? It's very difficult for me to paint this card, I have to admit. All the other cards flow out of me, and I was really able to totally go for it, right? Now I have another one which is more like this, right? Less of this checkboard, like a, you know, sign. So still, right, we have these two opposite energies pointing at each other, touching each other, and finding this inner light beyond these two dualities that are constantly working on us, right? So what is happening, what we really need to understand in this whole lunar eclipse is that we are now moving to a place of becoming our own leader. Capricorn is someone that is actually leading, someone that is actually in a structure, in, let's say, organization, right? So organizations, of course, that are for the greater good for all of us. And we are here to learn that our consciousness is bringing this awareness, is bringing this union to these two opposites. One is home and one is work, right? Work, home balance, like how we all have been working from home, how we all have created now from home Zoom meetings, and not all jobs can be done from home, right? But a lot of them, and now we have to find the balance between each of them, right? So this is bringing a clear leadership into the world, right? Is asking for us to realize, I am the leader of my zodiac sign. I am finding the inhale and the exhale and the centeredness in that, right? And that's really all there is that we want to bring to this lunar eclipse, where the sun moves in front of the moon, and the sun is in Cancer, highlighting this emotional, more loving and caring energy, this healing energy, to an energy that's quite more negative and dark. But it's not really negative and dark. It's not chaining you to nothing unless you allow it, right? It's just, again, this dance between these dualities, this dance between constantly inhale and exhale, dark and light. That's all there is. That's what really the devil is. And of course the devil is the Greek god Pan, and pandemic or panic comes from that word. And Greek god Pan was the player, was the seducer, because that's when we had our sexual intercourse to then in spring give birth to the next generation. So for me, the Capricorn is definitely more this Greek mythology of the goat and the human, right? This wild side. He was the wild, he was the god of the wild, the god of the nymphs and the sheeps, and like just the wild nature, right? And so really we come to an awareness, to a new awareness that we would like to bring into the foreground right now, right? Highlighting that, highlighting a healing to the Capricorn energy, to the structures, through corporations that have been putting a CEO in front, so it's not a face anymore, it's just an organization that we have almost no chance to fight, right? And I think what is going to happen right now is that we are having more and more real leadership by small businesses, startups, again, where there is a face, there is a human, their consciousness leading this kind of business, right? And it will change everything, how so far we have actually lived and made money so far. So money will change. The way we make money will change, right? And then how we implement it. We vote with our money. Every moment when I spend $1, when I spend €1, when I spend a yen, whatever you're spending, you at that moment spending it on another human being. You're spending it on a group of people who are either devoting their energy to the earth to do it in a good way, or just totally don't give a damn about the earth and just exploiting it. So you vote with your money, and that's where we are, where the highlight is coming in through the sun, right? Looking at what we have done wrong and now what we can do fresh and new, right? Entrepreneurship. So now it comes your personal reading. I hope they highlight to you exactly what you need to be doing, and I thank you again for listening. Namaste. So I'm going to turn the camera again. Welcome Libra, this is your reading for the 4th and 5th of July. We have again a lunar eclipse in Capricorn, and Capricorn, the goat, right? Half goat, half man. The sun is still in Cancer, so there is this emotional, connective and healing energy still for the Capricorn, for this raw masculine energy apparent, right? So here we looking at the devil in the tarot, right? And the devil for me, it's, yeah. So the devil is something that we created, because when something is out of balance, it looks like it's evil, right? And the Capricorn, this like half man, half goat kind of figure, comes from the Greek god Pan, and Pan, where pandemic or panic, the words come from, right? And when we're looking at this Capricorn figure, it's usually about a couple that's chained to the devil. A couple meaning the opposite forces, this male and female energy chained to something that's not, that's out of balance, right? So I painted again a yoga pose, and the picture is not finished yet, so please bear with me. I will finish it. It's not easy to paint the devil, but I think about this Greek god Pan. The Greek god Pan for me is more like this wild energy, right? The god of the wild, the god of nature, the god of the shepherds, right? He plays the flute and he is basically dancing with his nymph. So I painted. I know you thought, oh, I'm gonna like paint a lush, wild jungle where this animal is frolicking around, right? No, this is actually just a dancer pose, but in a game of dark and light, in a game of all the time, or in a dance, right? When it's a game, then it's who's winning and who's losing, and again, no one is winning and no one is losing ever. if there is a darkness, then its necessity is there for us to look at it and to say, why have we let it come so far, right? And this is what we're facing right now all over the world. Why have we let it come this far off in the other side? So here you can see like the dancer pose. One is dark, like the yin, and one is light, like the yang. And this is all like this game, right? Or this dance of these dualities. That's how I kind of see it. And I today have a rose from my balcony outside, and this rose is so delicate, right? It's so beautiful. I had to cut it because it was almost broken. So I thought that's a beautiful way of putting it into this video for this reading, as a reminder of the fragile energy we have to start protecting. How beautiful a flower can be, and how beautiful something so delicate, something so intricate, something so beautiful is created, and we have to protect it, right? So, my dear Libra, let's see, you flipped 2 cards. Okay, perfect. That's your center. Let's see what this new moon eclipse, right, where it's a full moon and the sun is moving in front of the moon. So this is you Libra. This lunar eclipse is bringing to you into the 4th house a light of, you either move or you plan to move, you upgrading, right, your life, or you create boundaries, or you're finding, like I said, a new home, like you're moving or you're going to another place. Then there is also this feeling of like finding your ancestors. Maybe that's why you move. Maybe that's why you move home. Right? And here we have your reading. Maybe that's why you going back home or to another place to find your ancestor from another life. Also, you have to create boundaries. Not allow people to dictate your life. And don't rush into major decisions yet, right? Allow Mercury's retrograde and turns direct on the 13th of July. So wait until then to make major decisions. I think that's it, right? So become aware of your boundaries. Now, the big theme for this lunar eclipse is like leadership needs to be clear and confident. Confident in a sense that we bring now a clear message to the people, and very important that we select leadership that can make clear decisions for the good of all, the dark side and the light side, for both sides, right? For the full unity of inhale and exhale, for this one round of right and left, male and female, for all. And I see you have under the deck as an overall energy, the 9 of Cups, right? So this is something you really want to express this happiness, this deep happiness within you, this 9 of Cups, right? And I always look a little bit underneath, and underneath is the High Priestess, meaning you worked clearly, you moved with your intuition towards this state, you consciously creating a happy place within you. Now in the center of your reading is the 2 of Pentacles, meaning change. Change in the physical world, right? Meaning maybe you're moving. Meaning you are creating the boundaries, right? And creating a change in your physical world, in your material world. And not one is better than the other. Again, like I said here, right? The light needs the dark and the dark needs the light. And here the same, right? We have the material world, this pentagram, right? This physical world. And again, we have up here the ethereal energy to it. We have heavy and light. We have always 2 sides to the life. And it's up to you now to make a decision. It looks like, because this is what's crossing you, you are making a very clear decision. And I will let you know why, because we will go the round. You will be this creative entrepreneur. You will make a change, right? In your material world. Maybe that's why you have to move. What's in your immediate past is the 3 of Pentacles, meaning work related. You are collaborating with people. You are working with people together to create something new. To create anything, right? It doesn't matter, like in the physical world, whatever you are now creating. But as you can see, there's these 3 colors here in this picture. There's red and there's orange and there's green, right? And it's like clearly the 3 of Pentacles has this. Red is the first chakra, orange is the second chakra, and green is the heart chakra. And interesting enough, right, he is wearing a green sweater. So beautiful, because we're looking for the divine masculine energy who is supporting these 2 women in its work. Right? And one is wearing a red skirt and the other one is wearing an orange skirt, and he's wearing the green shirt, right? So he is the love, he is the protective love over the other 2 female energies, the red chakra and the orange, the creativity, and the red is the survival, and the green is the heart. Below you is the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups, I always look at it like she just has it all, right? She has here this 3 cups, and she's getting a 4th one with the rainbow, with the stars from high above, and she's touching it, but she's not even looking at it. So become aware of all the good things that you have gotten and appreciate anew all the things that you have. Very important that you bring your awareness to your emotions, right? Don't be blasé, don't be like jaded. I have everything and you have whatever. No, appreciate, right? And 4 is stability. So the 4th cup is important because you overcome with the 3 of Cups. It's that painful heart, right? It's that broken heart. So maybe that broken heart, which was necessary for you to grow, is now you're moving to that next level. And you still cannot really see it because you're still in this broken heart level energy. Now, why I said you are going to have a new creative idea is because you have the Ace of Wands above you, meaning you have a creative idea, and the Wands here, she is holding that creative idea in her hand, right? Either as that wand, that's that action, the wand, right? The penis basically, or this fire, right? This little fire energy, she holds it in her hand and she is like, I am going to do just this idea. She's entrepreneurial, she is new, she is ready to do her own business. She's a queen, right? And queen are business women who have their own business. So you are going to bring this creative idea into fruition. And you have then in the future the Nine of Wands, meaning she is ready now to take on this completion. She got the 9, right? Completion. She got this 9, even though she stands behind the fence. And yes, she was attacked. She had a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to get to the number 9. The number 10 is too much work, overburdened, right? Here she has been attacked from 7. And 8 is the message moving towards a 9. She's finally, even though she has been affected by all this work, it's hard work to bring a new seed into this earth, right? This little spark up here. But there's all these other ones that support this one. So there's work. You have been done the work. You have been doing it. So you are ready now to bring this into the world. And again, you have 9 and 9. 2 times 9. Right? So you are completing cycles in your happiness, in your actions, in your emotions, and in your doing, in your acting. And all, of course, because the High Priestess is underneath, right? And underneath the High Priestess, the Chariot, right? So you have come from a place of shifting and changing. Okay, so I would like to look at the Four of Cups, right? What is this boredom? What is this jaded? What is this thing doing down there at your base? Why are you emotionally okay? So you came up yourself as the answer. So you are either single and you have become a little tired of that, being single, right? You are longing for an emotional new experience. I want to get another one. You're longing for an emotional experience and you are... This is a woman. It's not a young girl. This is a woman. Yeah, so this is... Okay. So... Look at this. So this is 4 of water. And this is again 4 of water. The same card clarifies the same card, meaning you are stagnant in a place that you have to get out, right? This is you, Libra. This is your court card. So you're getting a message of like, you need to move on. And here, the beautiful thing in this card, right? So these are pearls of wisdom, right? Or emotions, pearls of emotion, pearls of wisdom, because emotions make us wise. It's not what we have or what we can buy. It's the emotions that make us rich. So here, these 4 pearls are here to give you the healing of coming out of being a single. All right, one oracle, magic, 6, the number 6, or the 3, 3, 3 would be 9. So you create the magic. You bring in the 4th cup. Because you are self-reliant. You are clearly strong. You don't need no one, right? You have this 4 pearls and you know that you can create your own happiness with the magic that you're creating. And it's in your head. It's in your head, the magic. Connect to this idea, make it happen, go for it, because you have the magic to do it. And you are, right? Having this energy to do it because you've been working on it. You've been working for it for a long time. So make it happen. Make it happen. I want messages. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful meditation. And again, remember, leadership needs to be clear, needs to be confident. And this is confidence, absolute confidence. Absolute confidence in the air, in the doing, in the thinking, in the doing. Namaste.